Hey there, welcome in. I suggest you grab a cup of coffee, a cup of water, tea, whatever you desire, and settle in for this reading. I feel it's going to be another long run, another long one. Well, long run came out, right? There's no mistakes here. We're going to do another reading on the Divine Masculine. I feel it's important that we give them a voice because if you're picking up on your own inner masculine energy, you're feeling, especially if you're a twin flame, you are feeling what your divine masculine is, the transformation that they are undergoing at this moment. So I'm going to go back a couple years. Let's see. I'm trying to think. Was it 2021? Trying to remember. And I can't remember. Somewhere around there. The divine masculine had their feminine awakening. They are currently okay, Spirit says just use the words. They are currently struggling with that. So I made some notes this morning in my journal as I was meditating and channeling the masculine energy. And I've seen this come up not just in my experience, but it's been coming up in readings. It's been coming up in readings that I've been watching. Yeah, that's going to be too much smoke in front there. It's coming up in conversations that I'm having with others. So let's just talk about it, okay? First on the list is body shaming, picking themselves apart, really feeling dense in their body, feeling a thickness and a heaviness in their bodies. And that's due to, number one, their light body being activated with all the solstice energy, the full moon energy, the eclipse energy on the 8th of April. I mean, all of this has to do with this, and Jupiter's transits all year round. Jupiter's the cosmic masculine energy. He definitely is having an upgrade. Many activations, many initiations I'm hearing. Purification by fire, purification by water. So they're purging, they're sweating, they're crying, feminine energy, the feminine emotions. They're really being battled right now, or at least it feels that way. Battered is the word I'm hearing, by these energies, because in the past, they've been able to slip into their left brain thinking, their egoic thinking, and their mindsets, and Spirit is not allowing that security of that to be upheld anymore. They are comparing themselves and their lives to other people's, their friends' lives. If they're married, they're comparing their connection with other people's connections, good, bad, and ugly. All of it. They're really. It's like I'm just so. When was it? It was recently, within the last month or two. I had a reading that I was kept being shown that the shutter of a camera, how it's opening, and I just saw that again. So they're being shown the entire scope of things, the entire 360-degree view of life, the world, their themselves, their situations. They are struggling with. So a lot of this is channeling as I'm speaking, because I didn't write all that down. I got body shaming, comparison, and competition, struggling with accepting their inner feminine attributes And attributes is the word that came through, not traits, not abilities or anything like that. Attributes. And it's not a word I use, and I feel I often say that because a lot of this, it is channeled, um, and I once it's channeled, I learn to use those words in my own human experience. So it's a learning experience for me as well, being this channel for y'all. Um, they are struggling with accepting the emotions, the love and the grief that are arising within them currently. They are feeling deep unworthiness. Ooh, that just got caught in my throat. Of course, feeling stuck in old beliefs of love, and love is in quotations, Spirit had me put, while knowing yet sensing the need, the want to shift out of and away from all that upheld or that upholds, I didn't upholds it, I forgot an S, those outdated beliefs. So let me say that again. They are feeling stuck in the old beliefs of love, around love, what they viewed love as, what they were taught love was, how others, how maybe their parents express love, how their siblings express love, how their extended, friends, everything. They're really dissecting. Spirit says dissecting. I like that. Um, what love is to them, um, and and who they are in that realm. So let me go back. So feeling stuck in the old beliefs of love while knowing slash sensing the need slash want to shift out of and away from all, in capital letters, that upholds those outdated beliefs. So if they are in a traditional um, marriage, just for an example, um, they may be um, feeling interesting. So somebody is a scuba diver or a snorkeler, because I'm being shown somebody putting on a wetsuit, and I've never put one on, but I can imagine that they're snug, because they hold your body temperature in. I don't know, I guess. This is what I'm being told. But I'm being shown somebody getting into a sweatsuit, okay, with a skin that is too small for them. Very interesting. So I don't know who out there is snorkeling. I can't imagine my twin flame doing that, but maybe he has. I mean, anything is possible. Um, yeah, there's something about that, literally and metaphorically. So all of those, they're feeling this, the knowing that they're expanding and they're changing their views and everything like that. So they're finding that what they've lived in is just getting too tight. It's suffocating them into this awareness, and it's bringing out this awareness that um, something's got to give here. Um, Also, a fear of the impending changes they feel occurring and those they see in their outer world and in the world in general. So this is, the masculine energy is the grounding energy. They anchor union energy by doing physical work, by being involved in, affairs of the state, politics, government, being an advocate for things like that. Um, so they're they're seeing things change, and it's like it's changing so fast, and that I feel that came through from the last reading that I just did just mere days ago on the twin flame and especially the divine masculine energy. Um, it's it's just happening so fast. They feel so ungrounded and don't know where their place is. They don't know how to shift. Um, you know, And on top of that, their feminine energy, their emotions are very sensitive and highly, um, you know, tuned, highly tuned right now, and they're they're very out of balance. Um, there is a sense of just trying to survive minute by minute, day by day. There is a sense of giving up completely for some of them. Um, yeah, I'm feeling the edge. They're just shut down, just a shutdown in the heart center. Um, I'm not saying that they're going to transit off planet. Um, for some, there may be a disclaimer in their soul contract that says that if it gets that too difficult, that then they do have that option, and they will assist their divine feminine from the upper realms, um, tenfold. I'm hearing, because I do know some couples that have chosen that as part of their soul contract. Um, Anything else you want to say on that? No. Okay. So yeah, that's all I've written this morning in meditation. So let's tap into the divine masculine's energy. Let's see um, if anything similar comes out or anything different comes out. Yeah, so like I said, grab a cup of coffee. I've got quite a few decks on my table here. Depending on what comes out, I may tap in and check in with the divine feminine energy, um, and the union energy, the connection energy. I'm not feeling that's just me. That's a maybe. That's a maybe. Let's just take a look at the divine masculine. And again, I am connecting with the outer divine masculine. My twin flame assists me with these messages for the collective. But as always, apply it to your own inner masculine and feminine energies, whoever I'm reading, whatever energy I'm reading on. I have seen the thinking woman and the thinking man quite a few times as I'm shuffling. So there's some big lessons going on here. They are on your mind and you are on their mind. Very congested. Just feeling, and it was before I lit the incense. I noticed. So feeling a little dehydrated. I'm hearing for some of them. Well, if you're purging, if they're purging and crying a lot, or having, diarrhea and urinating a lot, then of course they're going to feel a little dried up. Magician in the mirror. They are being, I'm talking, this mirror is following them around. It's like they can't get away from it. For some of them, they're tapping into that, tapping into their Merlin energy. I'm hearing someone say, I believe this was the first card out, or at least one of the cards out in the last reading I did. There's a woman holding the heart on the bottom, always holding space for your divine masculine, divine feminine, always holding space, stepping back when you know it's time for them to transmute on their own and to integrate the process and integrate what they're learning, but always sending them love, not to change things, not to shift them, but just as a support. There's a thinking woman. Masculine energy. I feel like definitely their feminine energy is got a lot to learn. I was talking with someone yesterday, and I was asking her. I said, "Are you picking up on this body shaming and this, things like that?" And she's like, "Absolutely." She said they're struggling with like they're really pushing back on their own inner feminine energy, and um, it's such a struggle for them because the universe isn't letting them ignore it anymore. You know, the feminine energy came online a few years ago, so many of them just slid into their masculine mode and said, nope, nope, I don't want to see it, I don't want to know it, I don't want to deal with it. Let whoever else deal with it, but the universe isn't letting them. Guard in the gate. I'm really picking up on this Five of Pentacles energy, feeling like they're not good enough, feeling like I'm comfortable where I'm at. I'm not, and I'm unworthy of what else is out there. Very definitely sitting in this energy of, I'm hearing the word complacency. Is that the right word to use? Not moving forward. But at least here, there's a sense of willing to look at it. She's willing to look down and discover more about herself. You know, I'm willing to look out to what are the possibilities. So maybe that's the energy that's coming in on the heels of this full moon in Capricorn that we had. Yeah, I'm recording this on Wednesday the 20, I don't know what day it is, 26th of June 2024, and so we have the full moon in Capricorn just 5 days ago, and we have another one in July. But I feel like that energy is really helping them. You know, I know some of them are going kicking and screaming. So is the karmic energy into this, and that's part of it. You know, we're all clearing karmic energy, but that's not what this is about right now. This is about the feminine energy trying to come online for the masculine, and he's trying to balance everything. Just notice, you know, purification by fire, purification by water. I feel like this is an opportunity for the masculines to really start taking a look at their own transformation, the transition that's occurring. I feel like they're a lot farther than they understand right now. Happy family. There's hope. There's hope with the rainbow. They are getting assistance by their loved ones who are on the other side. They are getting assistance by okay, thank you, Spirit. They're getting assisted by the triggers they're receiving from those around them that they consider family, whether it's blood family or not. But they are getting assistance. Rue agrees. His name is Rufus, and that's how he barks. It's a beautiful bloodhound. Oh, he's gorgeous. Big ass pony is what he is, but he just chimed in, so he agrees. That is a confirmation that they are definitely being assisted. They are definitely being protected as well and guided. Bottom of that deck, there's a contract, this soul contract. There's strategy being played out. The divine is definitely moving them. I was going to look at the numbers, so we've got 3, 1, 1, and 3. The divine is assisting them here. 3 is a very divine number of the Trinity, blossom in abundance, cornucopia. I am getting a lot of definitely diving into their physical world, but I feel like there's coming a balance here. I don't know why, I'm just suddenly picking up there's just a balance coming in. Feeling my nose tickle. Let's tap in. I love that they chose this deck. What deck is this? The Tarot of Mystical Moments, because in this deck we have the feminine and the masculine energy for the Emperor and the Kings. So I'm hoping that and definitely show where they're at. Take a look here, Divine Masculine. Let's talk to me. Let's talk to us. What do you need us to know? What do you want us to know? What are you ready for us to know right now? Where are you in your mind? Where are you in your heart? Where are you in your spiritual path, in your journey? What's going on in your physical world? Talk to me, please. Thank you. I love you. Let's do this. Let's do this. He's saying, let's do this. And again, as you know, I feel like a broken record on this channel. Gender doesn't matter. I say he, I say she, because it's the path that I walk, okay? It's the path that I travel. And I mean no offense, so just apply what applies for you. Oh, all right. Let's take it out. Well, okay, this one wants to show itself first. These cards are just flopping. Sun, divine masculine energy. Divine masculine energy. I'm hearing shining brightly. King of Swords in the feminine energy. What do you want to say about that? Any more? Ah, I love you. I love you so much. Oh my God. You've heard me mention before that my divine masculine stitches. He sews. He works on boats. He sews tarps. He makes the windows. He reupholsters seats for boats and classic cars. Needle and thread. Stitching together, seeing how everything stitches together. This bird is over only one eye. Clarity coming in to the divine masculine. Birds, crows might be significant in your connection. Clarity is coming in. Clarity is coming in. And that could be what's difficult as well. You know, they've had, you know, you've had it too, because you have the masculine energy, you have an ego as well. So they've had such a rigid view of the world and such a rigid view of themselves and of life. You know, the masculine, the dominant masculine male especially has been programmed to not cry, to not get in touch with their feelings and their emotions, to not express them, to hide. And I feel like they're beginning to see that Ace of Wands. There's another book, gaining inspiration from their experiences, remembering who they are. And I'm not saying remembering that they're a twin flame. I'm saying they're remembering that they are divine. They are the divine masculine. They have divine feminine energy as well. They're remembering that there's no shame. There's no shame in being and expressing both and embodying both. Thank you. Queen of Wands. So recently there's been a lot of, as the karmic energy has been purging since this full moon, um, and then we've got Saturn going retrograde on Saturday in just a couple days. Um, there's been a lot of karmic energy trying to purge. Solar plexus has been wonky, man. Oh my gosh, the nausea, the waves of nausea, um, as this energy goes kicking and screaming out of our lives. I'm not talking just if your divine masculine is in a karmic connection, married to their karmic partner. I'm talking about all karmic energy, friends, family, co-workers, anyone and anything that's been a catalyst for their awakening journey is karmic energy. I'm just listening to what I'm picking up on. There's a great deal of abundance coming in. I feel it's actually in the energetic fields, and of course it is. Um, I love that we've got the sun and this giant sunflower right below it. Symbolism, you might be seeing a lot of sunflowers, might be seeing a lot of bees, a lot of crows, or some sort of blackbird. It's not a crow, actually. It's got a red face on it. Um, got the peacock feathers. Really um, trying to not dip into their ego, and their pride. Picking up a lot of Leo energy, so this might be a nod to the Lionsgate coming up in August. 8-8 portal, the 888 portal this year. Seven of Wands. I love this depiction of the Seven of Wands because he is prying those bars away from his heart, and right over his heart is tattooed the word love. So the word tattoo has come to me, that's the second time today. I said it in a comment to somebody. Your love is tattooed on their heart. It's tattooed in their soul. Of course it is. You are them, they are you, correct? You're the same consciousness, and they're recognizing that. And I feel like little by little they're gaining the confidence and the strength to allow that, accept that in. I'm feeling a gentleness come in, like going easy on themselves, for some of them. Or the energy is coming in to calm the waters. What else do you want to see? The Fool and the Four of Wands. I'm hearing for some of them they're traveling right now and they can't connect with you. Not that they can't connect, it's just that they're choosing not to because they've needed to find an escape. Maybe they've just had to take a break from life and go camping or go on a vacation and just be in nature or something like that. But there's movement, there's hope and there's faith and there's trust in this journey, in this union. Four of Wands, 1111. You may be seeing that a lot. They may be seeing that a lot. And if they are, they may be expressing it to you through telepathy, if not through messages, through the phone. They feel this journey is moving them toward union. I feel like this. There's a group of divine masculines that are suddenly aware that they are a twin flame. They may not use the verbiage that I do or that you do, but there's I feel like there's a remembrance of the connection from when it first was activated and how they felt. Well, I'm getting a huge deja vu. So if I've repeated these channeled messages, um, I don't apologize because they're meant to be repeated. But if you've watched my other videos, maybe you're here and go and say, okay, she's saying the same thing twice or 3 times or 4 times. But my Astami is agreeing with that. So she's suddenly very active right now. Um, and I call it a she because her name's Rosie. So um, that there's something here in the solar plexus in the sacral area. Um, I'm hearing, I'm sure of this connection more than I've been sure before. And I'm working on removing everything that has stood in the way of this union in the physical and in the etheric and spiritual. It is so they're removing physical, the bars are something physical. They're removing physical things, people, places, things. They're removing spiritual, things. Wands are spirit. Removing that, removing mentally, emotional. Yeah, they're just. I feel like their soul is driving them, and the struggle that I've been picking up on is because they 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 just want to, there's that ego that's fighting. That's what it is. It's the ego that's fighting um, all of this coming online. A little whistle in my nose. It's really dry. I'm like all dry right here. Some of them may be dealing with, sinus infection, you know, allergies, something like that. And it's just repressed energy. Yeah, you call it allergies, but it's just, it's pan out here, right? It's just repressed energy where they're not allowing themselves to receive the downloads and codes and things that are coming in or express themselves as well. They're struggling with that expression. I feel like what I'm picking up here is more of a energetic of what's going on. There are some that are removing the bars, things that have been blocking them. I just heard, I feel like I've been on the outside looking in, or on the inside looking out and watching you, Divine Feminine, move through your life. And I want that. I want that for myself, but I don't know how to get there. I've gotten so comfortable with where I'm at. And you seem to have broken free. How did you do that? How did you do that, Divine Feminine? Why can't you help me do that? It's because you've got to do it for yourself. You've got to come home to you, Divine Masculine. Just like Divine Feminines have come home to them. You have helped that by whatever experience the connection has had. Physical distance, no communication. That's all been a gift. And where did this come from? Yeah, Ace of Pentacles. My arm must have, I don't know, it just slid off the top of the deck. There's the gift. We've received the gift. It's time that you see that you've been given the same gift, Divine Masculine, from the divine, from your, divine feminine. I heard because of, there's so much dryness in my nose. All of a sudden, I heard, I feel like the well is dried. I've cried so much. I there isn't even a sniffle left. Yeah, this divine masculine energy that I'm picking up on, they're not used to being as emotional as they've been lately. And it's funny, I have no cups here. Just looking for the cups. Not yet. Let's get some more. So, sorry, can't do anything about it. What's in your heart space, please, Spirit? Show me what's in the divine masculine's heart space. Thank you. Wow, did you see all those? They just like spewed all over the place. Kind of went across the whole reading. There's a lot that's gone unexpressed here in their heart space. But what came out upright, we've got the Strength and the Six of Pentacles. They know that you feel what they feel. They've tried to protect you from it, but they know that you feel it. They know that you pick it up. And they know that you have been supporting them through the heart space. They want you to know that they return that love. And they dream and desire to return that love in the physical. Six of Pentacles, physical, something that you can take to the bank, I'm hearing. Take to the bank. They desire to want to know that they need to balance things out here with you. But first they've got to balance it within themselves first. And they're just, it's a struggle, it's a challenge. I've got someone coming through recognizing that when they're with you, just being in your energy makes everything better. Like if they've got a headache, just being in your presence, they feel better. Or just being in your embrace, they feel better. They know that you are supporting them energetically and they feel that love. They hope that you can feel them loving you right back. I'm also hearing, how could you love me when I've been so out of control, out of balance? You don't view me as being mean to you. You don't view me as being unfair to you. With everything we've gone through, yet you still love me. Yes, we do. They're recognizing that. They're recognizing that the one energy, the one soul that they can rely on is their divine feminine. I feel like they're So what this, okay, so why the struggle with their inner feminine? Tell me what's in your heart. Page of Swords. You don't know how to express it. As me, I can express it this way to you, but I don't know how to express it to myself. I don't know how to put words to what I'm learning and what I'm discovering. Again, I'm hearing, how do you do it? How did you do it? I feel like they're admiring their outer divine feminine, and because they're really struggling to admire their inner feminine, but they want to. They know that it's what's meant for them to do. It's meant for them to embody both. And maybe that's part of the questions even to themselves is, if I admire my outer feminine, why don't I admire my inner feminine? So they're recognizing the imbalance, and I'm saying imbalance because this teapot, it's got the scales on it, and it's not imbalanced, not in balance. But they want to. I'm just picking up this want, this need, this desire to have that balance. Spirit, how are you supporting the divine masculine at this time? How are you supporting the divine masculine at this time? I'm hearing, get another deck. How are you supporting? How is this divine masculine being supported at this time by the universe? Well, financially, growing them abundantly and with abundance and prosperity. I'm hearing growing their confidence. I love that this is a man in a woman's gown, or maybe it's a woman who has embraced her masculine side with the facial hair. Doesn't matter what it is, but there's a balance here. I'm really drawn to the grapes, the fruit of the vine. The fruit of the vine, that's Jesus. Yeah? The fruit of the vine. The lake in the background, helping them to get in touch with their emotions, putting that into their creativity, into their work, into their physical life. I feel like a great many of them are being led to God, to Jesus, when that would have been the last thing they would have expected of themselves. Page of Pentacles, yeah. I'm being shown a baptism, and I know these aren't, it's interesting, I don't have a lot of cups here by either deck. Yeah, a lot of physical, so there is a lot is changing in their physical realm. There's a lot of hard work and dedication being put into this. I was being shown, sorry, I want to get back here. I was being shown a baptism, um, a holy baptism. And I don't know what these cards have to do with being baptized, but I'm being shown a man in a lake being dunked. That's beautiful. Um, thank you, Jesus. Um, Page of Pentacles. I feel like they may feel overwhelmed with this, but Spirit is actually giving them only what they can handle. You know, it definitely says that in the Bible. Not that I believe every word in the Bible, but, I believe that from my God, because that's what my connection with God is, and with Jesus is. It's just, we're given exactly what we can handle because we've agreed to this lifetime, right? But I feel like the divine masculine might feel a little overwhelmed with all of this, maybe even overwhelmed um, with work, but they are definitely being supported um, through one step at a time. Let's grow you one step at a time, Spirit is saying. I know Spirit's been saying we're not taking no for an answer anymore, and they're not. Spirit's not being mean. Universe is not being mean to the divine masculines. I feel like it might feel like that at times, going, they might be looking up going, what the fuck, man? Give me a break. And Spirit's looking down going, I'm not giving you anything that you can't handle. You just don't see that you can handle it. If you balanced your masculine and your feminine energy, you'd be able to handle it. You'd see that you already have everything that you need. The Magician, you have all the tools right there for you, all the resources right there for you. You just got to reach out and use them. Hierophant, Death. Universe is supporting the divine masculine by assisting them in letting go of traditional connections, marriages, contracts. They are being supported through a transformation of their soul. The Hierophant is spirituality. That doesn't even sound right to me, but I think that's the right word. Oh my gosh. They're definitely being supported in their transformation here by the divine. I feel like the divine is helping them to see their own divinity. Six of Cups. There we've got some cups. It's hidden though. It's under the deck. Yeah. The Moon. It's hidden. Past life. So, oh my gosh. Look at that. All right. I've got to show what's peeking out here. So we've got the Fool and the Four of Cups. I'm going to take the Fool. I'm going to take the Four of Cups. I'm going to, thank you. I'm going to take the Seven of Swords. Okay, the Hermit as well. Okay. I heard with the Seven of Swords is so much karmic energy, and I would not typically use the Seven of Swords as a karmic energy, but anywhere they have been lying and deceiving themselves, where they've been lying and deceiving others, they're having a very rude awakening here. The Fool and the Four of Cups, moving out of stagnancy, moving out of a group think mentality, moving away from gossip and drama from others. Here's your past life soulmate, divine masculine. She's on the bottom of the deck, waiting very patiently. She is not hidden from you. When the time is right, the universe is going to take action. I feel like this is already happening in the quantum field, of course, because it's on the bottom of the deck. So perhaps by the next moon cycle, and I've said this in my last video, could be the new moon in Cancer, which is coming up week and a half. Yeah, about a week-ish. We just had the full moon, a little more than a week. Or the next full moon in Capricorn, which is July 21st. Things are going to be in motion in that time span. So that's how universe is supporting the divine masculine. Can you talk to me about a little more about the challenges divine masculine is experiencing? We've kind of tapped into that, but what can you say? Anything else, Spirit, you can say on that? I'm hearing there's not enough cards. The Devil, Five of Cups, Knight of Pentacles. Yeah. It's toxic energy, karmic energy, something about the past. Turning their back on it, though. Moving away from it. It's taken too long. I'm hearing it's taken a really freaking long time. Years, decades, lifetimes. It's been a long time that they've been in these situations, and that's why it's taken a long time for them to even get out of it. They haven't wanted to look at it. You know, he's turned his back to the past. I understand we're meant to leave the past in the past, but we can't do it until we look at it. So until he faces the past head on, until we, even us, face the past head on, this toxic energy is just going to stick around. It can't move. Even though they're not, they think they're bound. All they got to do is like unhook themselves and move. They're freer than they think. They're freer than they think. They've just gotten too comfortable where they're at. And they've told themselves a lot of lies about spirituality. They've told themselves a lot of lies about the connections they're in, the life that they're here to live, and why it was that way. But they're not going to be able to lie about that to themselves anymore, because the universe is showing them who they are. They can't look away from it anymore. Can we just tap in just real quick where the divine feminine is? Not okay with just the oracle. Thank you. Divine feminine, where are you at, please? We see where the divine masculine is. Where are you? Building her self-worth, self-value, building her stability, her security. She is picking up and feeling everything that, of course she is, sixth sense, sixth chakra, third eye, everything that the divine masculine is going through. She may be, as she's building, you know, because she's, okay, how do I just, can we backtrack? She may be sensing some little bit of lack of self-worth, you know, and some financial struggles coming back in that she may have dealt with before, and because of that, she's really leaning into her beliefs and of who she is, and really to who she is, to spirit, as spirit. I'm also hearing that her psychic abilities are on fire. Yeah, victory, success, you know, I feel like she's, it's coming in for her, this abundance and this wealth, but until she opens her eyes to see her own self-worth and her value fully, um, I feel like she's not going to be able to experience it quite yet. One more card, Divine Feminine. Where are you? Well, all right. She's holding space. We saw her on the bottom of the deck when we were getting the masculine's energies. She's holding space. She is loving herself as much as she can because she's picking up on that body shaming energy as well. So she's just doing her best to show herself the love. She's doing her best, coming in as the highest version of herself, to support not just herself but her divine masculine energy. I'm gonna try to wrap this up here. Is there anything over there? No. Anything from that deck over there? Okay. So we'll get one. We'll get one from this deck. I might have to read it. Depends on what it is and what they want to pick up on. But I'm being asked to also take a card from the Christ Consciousness. Well, my goodness. Spiritual Decree. I have gotten this card multiple times in the past year when reading on the Divine Masculine and Divine Feminine energies. Let's reread it. It is a common card. Where is it? Well, there it is. I am not going to read all of it. You have been wondering what will happen next in your life, not realizing how much power you have to decide that for yourself. Discovering and remembering that you are the magician. You are magic. What do you wish to have happen next? Are you willing to use your divine birthrights of free will, voice, and empowerment to set the cosmic wheels in motion? If your answer is yes, then it is time to speak your truth to the universe. Decree it, and you shall be it. Have you been praying for help, asking for a map, and wanting directions? I think I'm just going to read the invocation. It talks about the fifth ray has a special connection to the worlds of science. Therefore, you are encouraged to be an observer in your life, to experiment with what does and does not work for you. Let's do the invocation here. I now accept of my own free will the blessing and grace of the fifth ray of intellectual knowledge. I call upon the grace and assistance of the universe and Archangel Raphael to help me discern truth and find the information and understanding that will enable me to feel peace and experience penetrating insight in my life. I am thankful for the gifts of intelligence and understanding that help me live my best life in service to love. May knowledge serve the liberation of all beings through unconditional love and divine mercy through my own free will. So be it. I'm going to be honest, I'm not quite sure how that connects, but that's for someone, okay? She has her hands in a mudra. She has, how do I even, is this it? No, this is it. Just these three on her heart, higher heart, connecting with the divine. You know how to connect. You're a spiritual being. You know how to automatically do this. If someone says connect to source, and you say, I don't know how to do that. Yes, you do. Tap into your inner well of spirit. That's who you are. You already know how to do it. The human mind says, I don't know how to do that. All right, Christ Consciousness deck, calling in Yeshua and Mary Magdalene, thanking them for their service, thanking them for showing us their way, asking for, I was told, one card for this deck. What do you need to share with us? What do we need to know as we close out this reading for the Divine Masculine energy in all of us? Masculine energy in all of us. What do we need to know? What do we need to remember? Got two. Stand up, steadfast vision. Stand up for what you believe in. Holding firm. Hold your vision. Enlightenment. Continue to grow. I'm hearing you are being so supported right now. Just don't give up on yourself. Don't give up on the connection with the divine. Because when you give up on yourself, you give up that as well. Let's just tap in real quick here. I'm going to just pause. I don't know. Pause, right? It says here a few things. You will find that there are others who share your vision of a better world, and your kinship and support of being with like-minded people at this time is helpful. A gathering of your soul tribe can happen online or in person and will make you feel a sense of belonging. This is to the divine masculines or anyone who's been isolating because the journey has gotten too hard. This may also be a time when your unhealed aspects are being illuminated for you. This may have been stirred up by the current stories in the collective media or other things. A highlighted story can touch us and help identify a story, experience, or pain that needs to be heard and healed. Let that light illuminate. And when you've got, what's that scripture, where more or one gather? I don't know it. I'm sure it says it here somewhere. But the light shines in the darkness, and the darkness has not overcome it. Is the first chapter of John's Gospel. It identifies the light that you have within you that can heal anything brought out of the shadows, as well as bringing understanding and peace. And here's your peace, finding that inner peace. I'm just going to read that one line because my eye went right to it. Acknowledge the sacred inner journey you are on, one that can be helped via self-practices, reflection, mindfulness, meditation, fresh fruit and vegetables, and perhaps yoga or any other form of holistic exercise. By going within, we understand more of what manifests outward as a result, seeing the mirror effect of what we are and can then attract into our lives. And it brings me back to the magician and the mirror. Your outer experience reflects the inner experience. Take a look at that. You know how to create something different for yourself. We all do. So this is just seeing, the mirroring of the twin flame as well. Divine feminines, you are definitely picking up on that. If you ever question, I wonder what's going on in my masculine's life, what's going on in your life. People and places and things are going to have a little different look to them, but the healing, the lessons, the journey is the same. So if you ever wonder, just tap in and you'll know the answer. You'll know the truth. I hope that just ties everything. I don't know. I hope it resonates with someone. But I just wanted to tap in with the Divine Masculine's energy. I feel like the channeled messages this morning really speak to what they're going through, and this reading here just expresses how they're moving through it and how they're being guided through it, for their highest and greatest good of all involved, of course, as always, through spirit. So, Divine Feminine, just keep doing you, keep working on yourself, keep growing yourself, keep going within, and all of that holds a sacred space for your Divine Masculine. Keep loving them by loving yourself. Number 44, master number, so you're probably seeing that a lot. Just let you know that you're being guided and protected through this as well. Close it there, folks. Thank you so much for joining me. I so appreciate you. Thank you for being on this journey with me. And as always, I love you. Take care.